How's it going, everyone? KayneHunterTaker here. Welcome back to episode Kayne Files. Before we get to the video, I do have some sad news, unfortunately. Granddad passed away a few days ago. He was just, his health really declined since the last step, and he'd gone to hospital because of fluid in his lungs, but he'd been battling thyroid cancer for the past year or so, and that just moved right in. Doctors did all they could. It was just one of those things where they said, look, we've done all we could. It's just making him comfortable now and be ready. And I tell you what, being a merchant sailor, all that sea air, he was not going down without a fight. He was fine to the end because, the doctor said, look, he should have been gone a while ago now. And we're all like, not Granddad. Nah, he's like Popeye. And just bear with me if I got a bit of a scratchy throat and all the time. We did have the day at his house, just cleaning up, and me and Dad, we're gardeners. We love being in the garden, and he had a tree that was it was decayed, and just every time I broke a branch, it was like dust. And alrighty, so on to the topics. I'll start with games and playthroughs. Finally finished Cobra Kai, The Karate Kid Saga Continues. I've actually got all the videos uploaded and ready to make live. It's just, you can see the moment where my channel kind of stopped. That was the sad moment with Granddad, unfortunately. But all finished, and honestly, I really liked the Miyagi-Do dojo crew. Jeez, I went blank then. More than the Cobra Kai side. It was just, I don't know if it's because I was more familiar with the game at that point, but I feel like I had a really better time with them, and confronted the final boss, and spoiler alert, I thought it was going to be Stingray, the way they were kind of leading up, and I think that would have been funny, but it was John Kreese, and it was a hell of a fight, that final boss. I finished up Pokemon Legend of Arceus. I got to the very last mission where you got to catch all the Pokemon, but I thought, I'm done now. I did the main ending. I'm ready to move on to another game, and I don't know, I thought we might be going home, or do I have to do the final mission and then that, we do go home, but I'm finished. I got my fill, basically. Jumped into some of the games in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection, mainly the Monster Capsule, but oh dear, I was really enjoying that until I learned that if you lose one of your capsules in a battle, you've lost it forever, and I was like, oh man, that sucks. So you spend all this time leveling up your capsules, and if your opponent gets a lucky hit and knocks them out, you've lost it forever. So I think I'm finished with the game. Finished the showcase for WWE 2K25, which was really fun. Always love the showcase, and I'll be starting the My Rise very, very soon. I can't remember if I brought it up in the previous ep. I actually didn't get my pre-order code for the White 6, and I contacted 2K, and they gave me a code, which they really helped me out. I gotta say, I don't think I've ever had a problem with 2K support. Like, when I've had a problem, I've contacted them, and they've always helped me out, because there was a few years ago with it was a supercard code, and the printing for the QR code hadn't gone on properly, and I was trying to scan it and I just couldn't get it to register on the supercard app, and so I emailed them. I said, oh look, here's the code, blah, receipt, and they give me another one. So the pain is you got to go through the process, you're waiting, blah blah, but they do eventually help you out and get it sorted. And an indie horror game, Fear the Unknown Dave Story. Really enjoyed that one, and I'm liking that, I'm doing a couple of indie games in between when I've done a couple of lengthy game playthroughs, and this one was really fun. I like, short and sweet horror. Had aliens, which, I love the whole aliens and UFOs and all that stuff, and really perfect. And I do have a big list of mainly just itch.io games, and looking forward to doing a lot more. Alrighty, Nintendo Switch 2. What are you doing, Nintendo? Honestly, it's time for another video game crash. I don't give a shit. I don't care if all games are now $1 and all the games that I've spent hundreds on are now worth 50 cents. Fuck it. I am not paying over $800 for a handheld console that's not even going to have actual games on the cartridge, stupid online bullshit, a stupid C button that you got to pay to use, and I can't even use the micro SD cards that I bought. I haven't watched any movies. I wasn't watching, but I had on the background at Jurassic Park and Lost World, because we had a day where it was really downpouring, and just something about a stormy, rainy day. I just love watching Jurassic Park. But while they were on, I was reading comics and really going through The Walking Dead on my tablet, and just buying a couple of issues and just going through them, and really enjoying. Finally finished Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I really was starting to get that to the point where it was, how long can we keep this going before we just finally, now here's episode 3 of Star Wars. But I tell you what, I did like the final season. I thought that was really well done, and I liked the Bad Batch arc of episodes, and then as I was watching, the last few episodes with Ahsoka and Bo-Katan and all that, and then I realised, episode 3 is playing on the movie in the background while she's doing her thing, which I thought was really, really cool. And I think I might I really like the Bad Batch, and I might watch that, but I might what's that one? The one after Clone Wars. With Sabine and all that. I've gone blank. Star Wars. God damn it. Rebels. Jeez, I went blank. But I think I might finally get to watching that one, because it has been on my list to watch, but I wanted to finish Clone Wars before getting to that one. I will say that one of my favourite arcs was the what was it called? Something Kreese, the Terror of Creed, or basically a Jedi Knight. To him, clothes were nothing. They were expendable. They were just tools of war. And if he had killed one when he was trying to take out an enemy, that's his fault. He got in the way. His collateral damage, and just this one shot where the clones finally said, "Enough is enough. We are taking him down. He cannot treat us like this." And just Commander Rex with a couple of his clone troops, doing the march, and kind of foreshadowing with Revenge of the Sith, with the Jedi March Temple, and he puts the helmet on, and I thought, just getting goosebumps thinking about it. So that was one of my favourite arcs of the show. Good time finishing Clone Wars, because the comic shop had a Commander Cody figure, and I love the clones. I want to start trying to get a few, especially Captain Rex, because one of my favourite characters in Star Wars. And just watching a lot of X-Files. I'm trying to not start so many different series without finishing the other. It's why Clone Wars took so long, and X-Files now, I've been doing that for the last couple of years. So just getting through that. Got to the one of my favourite episodes, the Cops special, where it was in the style of that, but with X-Files, which I remember that at the time and thought, that's brilliant. Alright everyone, we'll call it there for the episode. Thanks all for watching, and I will see you later.